Cleveland County. Welcome to S&K Nursery. There's a little story about that. My name is Deborah Blanton. I'm the host of Cleveland County Kitchen. S&K Nursery, what better place to start talking about vegetables in the spring than at a nursery? Our product this month is broccoli. None of our farmers have any broccoli. So what you see that we're cooking in the kitchen, we absolutely, and I'm sorry, bought it at the store. But this is where broccoli starts, is these folks have planted seeds, and Justin, if you'll kind of just hold that. To my right is Justin Lane, who's the son of Lane and Sharon. Lane is Keith and Sharon. They started S&K Nursery down in Boiling Springs, if some of you remember that. They've been here on Highway 74 West for about
7 years now.
7 years. All right, and to my left is Bruce Duncan. He is the chemical person for the chemical agriculture. I call you the chemist here.
That's all right.
But we're going to you're going to tell us a little bit about how to prevent bugs on our plants organically.
Okay.
So, all right, Justin, well, tell us about how you started this broccoli plant.
Well, it was started over in Bowling Springs, which is where we used to retail from, and now it's our growing facility. So we start all of our vegetables from seed. We let that germinate about 7 to 10 days, and then our transplanter transplant it into these 6-packs, and then it's grown over there until we have a finished product, and then shipped over here when it's ready for the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I believe you told me these were a special kind of broccoli.
Yeah, so we've started growing artwork broccoli, mainly just because our customers are raving about it. What you'll get from it is a really nice central head that's really tender and sweet, and then later after you harvest that, you'll still get 6 to 8 shoots off the sides of it, which also, Bruce, wouldn't you say they're
Or more.
or more?
When I grow them at home, I get a lot of offshoots. Get a lot of production out of that
Wow.
plant, and it's a pretty plant too, which is nice.
Well, it is. I mean, it's almost like an ornamental plant. I mean, it could be.
Compared to most vegetable greens like that, it's a really pretty plant. I think that's why they call it art.
Of course. Well, of course. Now, this up until probably about the end of April, we're going to have probably very few bugs on this. Is that correct?
Right. These cool season vegetables, you don't really have to worry about bugs till you're getting where it starts getting pretty hot about the end of April. Sometime, coming off a mild winter like we've had, you may see some, but typically for cool season vegetables, it's not a problem.
And so, Bruce, tell us what you suggest as far as an organic bug control on our broccoli.
Well, my favorite recipe is to take about a gallon of water and steep it with 2 or 3 like cayenne peppers that you slice open.
Okay.
Take the seeds out of it, put that in the water, and add 2 or 3 drops of dish detergent and let that steep in the sun for 2 or 3 days. But now if you don't have any peppers, and usually you can find cayenne peppers in the grocery store, but you can substitute like a bottle of Tabasco sauce or something like that.
Like a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Not just drops, but a whole bottle.
Well, 2 to 3 ounces per gallon maybe.
Okay.
And just put it in a spray bottle and just spray that on the plants. And you won't eradicate all the pests like you would with a chemical, but that's okay. We can live with some pests.
We can eat hot.
That's right.
But now you also suggested Justin to spray them a little. Start maybe spraying now.
Yeah, you never want to wait until you have a heavy infestation. By then it's too late, and even the hardcore chemicals can hardly take care of it. So, if you want to use like a neem oil and make sure you go ahead and start spraying as the temperatures warm up, typically that'll keep you from having an infestation.
Well, and with these kind of plants, and we also have cauliflower over here. We've got Brussels sprouts, all kinds of cabbages. these are all plants we can plant right now
That's right.
and be able to harvest in late April, May.
It's probably May, going into late May. All this stuff will come to fruition.
Well, that sounds wonderful, and it's so much easier for a person like me or like our viewers to start with a plant rather than take a seed and grow it from a seed.
Yeah, it's much easier because there's an art to growing things from seed. We kind of take that work out of it. By the time the plants get to here, they're ready to set out, and you got your plant instantly. Because if you were growing this stuff from seed, you wouldn't start it now. These seeds were started probably, I think, the second week of February.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Yes. So plants now, and then it's just easier.
Right. Now if you were growing stuff from seed, like your warm season vegetables, your tomatoes, cucumbers, squash, you could do all those type seeds now. But as far as your cool season vegetables, you want to start them in February.
We have, I wanted to mention too, we have additives in our water system when we're feeding these plants after the seed has been planted. And when you grow seeds at home, if you're not careful, plants can get leggy. And when they get leggy and fall over, they're not usually going to be very good.
Right.
And we have organic type stuff, not any harsh chemicals or anything like that, but we do have some ingredients in our water system that helps these plants become thicker stemmed and not get leggy.
More hardy.
And more hardy, and they'll produce more of the fruit.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great news, folks. Well, so broccoli that you'll be seeing us cook in the kitchen came from plants like this. So bear with us. Sometimes we have to work with Mother Nature however we can.
That's exactly right.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you on short notice to be able to explain to us about broccoli, and we can grow it now and get it going so we can have our food in May.
That's right.
All right.
We're happy to do it.
All right. Well, I thank you all.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, folks, and we'll talk about why we need to eat broccoli.
Listen up. Do you have a passion for cooking? A desire to learn more about the craft of professional food preparation? If so, now's a great time to check out Cleveland Community College's brand new Culinary Arts Academy. This exciting 3-month program offers hands-on training for jobs in the food service industry. Across the nation, food service is one of the fastest growing industries. With your training at CCC's Culinary Arts Academy, you can compete for jobs in hotels, restaurants, conference centers, cruise ships, and other settings. Enroll in CCC's program and you'll gain in-depth training in food procedures, preparation, and commercial kitchen operations. Plus, the program includes a special add-on. You'll get your certificate in cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR training. You can earn good money too. Depending on where you work, starting salaries range from $20,000 to $50,000. In just 12 weeks, you can be well on your way to gaining the know-how to handle food safely, properly, as a true professional. Now ask yourself, are you ready to start your journey today at CCC?
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Cleveland County Kitchen Show. Remember, we're highlighting broccoli this month, and I'm here with Nancy Abasi-Akong, and you know her title, and I never do, so we're just...
Family and Consumer
Oh,
Sciences.
thank you so much.
Okay.
And, of course, you're the expert on nutrition from a cooperative extension standpoint, and that's what we're working with and what we need to know. So tell us what we need to know about broccoli, please.
Okay. Well, Deborah, broccoli is, again, we've talked before about nutrient-dense foods, vegetables, fruits. So this is a nutrient-dense vegetable. It's an excellent source of vitamin C, calcium, dietary fiber, a good source of vitamin A, of course, beta-carotene, which our bodies turn into vitamin A, and vitamin K, So just lots of nutrients. And with the vitamin C, of course, that is a water-soluble vitamin. So we need to consume that every day. Our body does not store vitamin C.
Right,
So we
right.
have to continue to eat those good sources. And broccoli is one of those,
One of the good sources.
a good source.
Well, I know over the years broccoli's been made fun of. People don't like it, and I'm not sure why they don't like it. Maybe it's a little more tougher than, say, potatoes. But
Right.
anyway, I think it has a very good flavor. And of course, you
Right.
can enhance that flavor too by
Right.
cooking it in things and so forth.
It's very versatile, and you can cook it, eat it raw, of course. It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
cooked.
exactly.
Often it's on a relish tray or something like that. Or we're all familiar with broccoli salads. And there are
Correct.
many different recipes there.
Correct.
It
And that's
can-
raw too,
That's
by the
right.
way.
That would be raw.
Uh-huh.
We can steam broccoli, microwave it, saute it. It's a great vegetable in your stir fries.
Oh, of course.
Along with others like even cauliflower. And I might say that broccoli and cauliflower are in the cabbage family.
Oh, yes.
They are, and of course these are cruciferous vegetables.
Correct.
Very nutritious, and research is showing that they have some cancer and other chronic disease prevention
Preventatives. Uh-huh.
qualities to them.
Right. Well, that
And-
that alone should redeem the taste
That's
and
right,
the
the
texture
taste.
of broccoli.
Right. And we will say also that you can eat the stalks on broccoli. Everyone loves the flowerette part.
Right, right.
But the stalk is also edible. If it's tough or if it seems, you can trim it, you can peel
Or
it.
peel it,
Peel
yes.
it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And just trim off the very end of the stalk when you buy it. Whether that's
Because
at the
everything
farmer's
else is
market or the
edible.
grocery store. That's right.
Everything
the
is-
leaves, everything.
Oh, and the
else
leaves, too.
are edible.
Ah,
So we don't usually have very many, and you don't really think of eating that as not enough for a side dish or whatever. But all of that is still an edible
is
portion.
edible. Yes.
So
Well, that's great. And I know you can buy broccolini in the store, so that's just another, I guess,
a
variety.
That's right. It's
of,
a cross
of
between broccoli and Chinese kale, the broccolini.
Okay. Well,
There's
I
broccoli
in
rabe.
fact planted some, and it's overwintered very well. And I've got the little baby flowerette
Okay.
things, but I've got a lot of leaves as well. Oh,
Okay,
well.
and the stalks, broccoli sprouts even, are edible.
Uh-huh.
And I will add that broccoli is one of the vegetables that has calcium. It's a good source of calcium that is non-dairy. So
good
for
point.
persons who maybe are not able to eat or consume
Dairy
dairy
products,
foods, then broccoli, and of course it's fortified. Calcium can be fortified in some of your plant-based milk beverages or other things. You can get calcium, but broccoli, leafy greens, salmon, several things are other sources for calcium.
calcium.
Which again, strong bones and teeth, the main component is calcium.
Well, now, can I know well, I'll tell you, or ask you, can we freeze our broccoli, and how would we make that happen?
Yes, you can freeze broccoli. You would blanch it. So
Okay.
we would look at the chart to see, and of course, depending on the size of the pieces and so forth. And you may want to do the tray method to put once you've blanched and cooled,
Oh.
spread it out on a tray so that if you do want just a handful in a stir fry,
What a
you have
great
access
idea.
to that without the entire package.
In other words, stick the tray in the freezer.
Right. After you
And then freeze it, and then just pick
Take
these
it
pieces
off.
off, put it in a bag.
put it in your freezer weight bag.
Of course.
Label and date and so forth. Now, keeping your fresh broccoli in the refrigerator, unwashed until you're ready to use it, and then, of course, your cooking time is pretty quick on that. But about 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator for your uncooked, for your just your raw broccoli in a plastic bag in the vegetable crisper. You can punch a few holes in the bag, or you don't need to close it up.
It's an easy product to handle.
Easy, delicious.
Yes, it's fun to grow it. If you would like to, get some plants, now you can get plants. And I would think now would be probably a pretty good time to start your broccoli because it's frost. I mean, we probably won't be getting that much more freeze
Right,
later
it's a
on in
spring,
the spring.
And it can be a fall and a spring crop. So
Correct.
they can check our publication for details or call Cooperative Extension and talk with our horticulture agents.
Or a master gardener.
Master gardener.
Master
such
gardeners.
As, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's just a fun, easy, you buy the plant, stick it in the ground, and it grows, and then you go out and harvest.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Nancy, so much. We love our broccoli. We should love our broccoli. So stay tuned. And folks, we're going to be in the kitchen using broccoli. So we'll see you in a minute.
Do you like to work with your hands, build, make something work, show, I've done this? Turn your interest into a career. Construction trades at Cleveland Community College can give you the skills you need. Well-trained electricians are in high demand. CCC delivers hands-on training both in and outside the classroom. We have an apprenticeship program that gives students paid on-the-job training in addition to their hands-on experience on-campus classes. CCC makes it simple for students to get ahead, whether they want single courses, certificates, diplomas, or associate degrees. Now the question is, are you ready to start your journey today?
Hi, Cleveland County. Thanks for standing by. I'm here today with Terry Miller. Remember,
Yes.
we're cooking right now.
I am, yes.
And Terry Miller, you're our first veteran that we've had on the show, and I want people
Well,
to
thank you.
know that. Yes, and thank you for your service, Terry. Plus, he's a teacher. He's an artist. He grew up in Florida, went up to New York and taught, and that's
Yep.
where he gets his New York accent.
Yeah.
He can't help it, right?
Yep. I'm that guy. Hi, I'm from nowhere, USA. You know?
Well, we're going to be cooking shrimp Alfredo on linguine with broccoli. That's
Yes.
why we're here.
Yes.
So Terry, work your magic
Okay.
here.
So for seafood lovers, this is the best and quickest recipe you can do. I'm heating on some oil because I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in it.
Okay.
And then while this is getting ready, I'm going to talk about other things that I've already made. For instance, noodles. Noodles want to taste like seafood. So when you get the water ready, you take one of these, which is a clam bag, okay?
Clam bag. It feels like
And you put this,
something soft,
Yeah.
cotton.
and you put the skins of the shrimp in it, put it in your water, that flavors it. You put some clam juice in it, that flavors it. And then you add some base seasoning, some parsley. You add garlic salt, garlic pepper, and then you give it a little shot of this is squid juice. You could use, seafood juice or whatever, but my experience, squid is the best. So a little squid in there, and a pinch of lemon,
Okay.
and that's an awful lot of stuff, but you get linguine that tastes like shrimp. Oh, home run. So then the next thing that we do is
So you're heating
we-
your garlic.
we cook the shrimp, and we cook it in butter. Now we add a little parsley, a little butter, a little lemon juice,
And we've already
and
done
garlic,
that.
and
we've
it's
already
already
done
done.
that. Already prepared.
Now I'm giving the
Noodles are prepared.
I'm
okay?
giving the garlic a chance to flavor and to explode some flavor in here.
Okay.
I'm coming right back with some butter and then chopped onions. Okay.
All right.
Now I've got the star here, which is our broccoli, and what I did was I just cut pieces off of it to make some florets, and then
Okay, that's
cut
good.
them up in half. People like Most people like big, thick ones as opposed to a finely chopped. So that's what we got here.
And of course, the whole idea is to make them kind of still fresh.
Yes.
Because the fresher they are, even though they're cooked a little bit, the better they are for you.
Okay, in goes the butter, and in goes
The onions,
the onions, yes. So
Okay.
let's run those out of here.
scratch those in there, okay?
This is how any good seafood dish will start out, with garlic, some oil, and then the onions. The onions are the magic flavor that is hidden underneath everything.
Okay, all right, well, that's
Okay,
good.
now in a minute we're going to add some clams to this, making it seafoody, right? I'm going to add a lot of these herbs again.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
And we're doing this on high heat now.
Yeah, well, that's to cook them quicker, right?
Yep. You can always smell that garlic. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
oh, I know. Ooh. I'm getting
All
the
right.
photographer's drunk over here
Yes.
on garlic cheese.
It'll only take about a minute for this to get soft.
All right, well, it's
And then
a
we're
minute.
throwing in, this is 2 cans of minced and chopped clams, okay? And we're leaving the juice that's in here. So,
Okay, all right, perfect.
All right.
Perfect. Stir that up, all right.
and the room will get very aromatic. And
Now,
the whole
are you
idea
gonna
is
start?
to cook off that juice.
Okay.
We're going to add a little bit of garlic pepper.
Now, for the recipe, it'll be out on the website, and
Garlic salt.
he is shaking. I said, "Where are your teaspoons?" He said, "No, I just shake."
Yeah, you know,
But-
there's some people who want to put more in.
Yeah, but the amounts are here on the recipe that you'll find out on the
Yes.
website.
Some parsley
Oh yeah. Okay.
and a little shot of that squid sauce.
Are we?
And look, a few shakes in there to give it that seafood overtone.
What about that?
That's for the noodles.
Oh,
The base seasoning
sorry.
would go with the
Okay.
noodles.
All right.
All right.
So,
Done with that.
are we stirring away here?
We're looking good. We're looking good.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Sounds good. Smells good.
Yes. All right. Now, I'm bringing in the Alfredo sauce.
Okay.
So this is really very simple. There's not a lot to it.
So he's using, as you can see, a jar of Alfredo sauce. Oh, look at that! Whoa. That's because you don't have a spoon, I guess.
Yes. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put the broccoli on top of this, and I'm going to just let it steam and get the broccoli dark green, because you want it to be crisp, you want it to be very flavorful, and you don't want it to be soft, and you don't want it to lose any of its punch.
Okay.
So I'm going to wait for a second, and you can see it's already boiling again.
Bubbling,
So-
yes it is.
So let's
Okay.
put these bad boys in there.
Okay. Whoa.
Just right on top.
All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh yeah.
right.
Woo. There we go. Good
Okay.
job.
Now, I'm just going to very gently put them on top. Okay,
Ah, and that's the
Now we're
lid
gonna cover
part.
it.
Oh, there we go.
because we want to steam that just for a little bit.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
the important thing now is the shrimp, which has been sauteed, once again, in garlic,
Here's the-
parsley, butter, right?
okay.
And so we're going to plate that in a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to get your plates ready then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. You're the chef. Okay.
Yes. And there's juice in here. Everybody has a look. You can see the juice in there. That juice normally you would reduce down, but we haven't got the time today. So, but I'll mention when I put it on here, the reduced juice, which would be thick then.
Okay. Okay.
And it just adds a little punch to it all, you know.
All right. Now, this is really interesting. These are all the trimmings from the shrimp, as you just said,
Yes.
and put them in this some kind of cloth bag.
Yes, it's a clam bag.
Oh, it is a clam bag.
Yes,
Okay.
and you can see that it really stretches. You know, you can put it over a bowl and then just turn the bowl over and see it stretches
have
to
it
any
like that.
size.
Sure,
you know.
sure.
It's the greatest thing in the world. Soups, stews, whatever. You want to add some seasoning, whatever, and then you just tie the top, dump it in, pull it out when you're done.
And so you get the flavor, you don't get the stuff.
Yes. Amazon, I think $100 or $8, you know.
Perfect,
So,
perfect.
and I use it with everything I do. So,
All right.
so now we're gonna look. We're looking for. Look at
Oh,
it. Look at
woo,
it.
look
See
at
that
it.
dark green?
Dark green.
That's our baby.
All right, all
Doesn't
right.
take long. All right, now I'm just gonna
Okay.
gently stir it in, and I'm gonna turn it
Oh, wait,
off.
we're not, yeah, we're gonna plate with a, I'm holding that. Okay.
Okay. It's perfect. Okay.
It looks perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So now we're gonna take some of this linguine, and it can be fettuccine. It could be any kind of noodle you like. It could be really, really wide noodles. You
But
know.
remember, we've cooked these noodles with the seafood juice.
Yes. Whoops.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, just put it on the plate.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. This is what I call plating. I'll plate just one for now.
That's perfect, yes. All right,
So
okay.
then
And we're gonna have
we
our
want to take our
shrimp.
shrimp, and I usually try to put like 6 per person.
Oh, that's good, sure. Oh my. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. Woo, good
Bam.
job, good job.
Okay, now I would pour on the reduced juice from making the shrimp, but not today. And then I'm going to grab the sauce.
Oh, yeah, oh,
And here we
Terry.
go.
Oh my. And remember, we get to eat after this,
That's
so
right.
I'm sorry. We
And-
won't eat in front of you, though.
And this sauce right here, and $10 will buy you a cup of coffee anywhere in town. Okay.
All right, well, that's it. That's great, Terry.
Now-
Well, listen, go now, okay.
Okay, now
Oh, the charmer,
mozzarella.
the charmer.
Well, then it goes in the microwave for 1 minute.
All right, and he's just learned how to use the microwave.
Yes. And then this would be the equivalent of any very high-priced meal that you would ever get.
Oh, and tastes like seafood.
Yes. I have in a restaurant paid as much as $30 for a plate of this. And bam, you make it yourself for about $12. You know.
Per plate or $12 for serving
Well,
people?
for as much as I eat.
Oh,
For
yeah,
a
I
big-
got
and,
you.
know,
Oh, sure, you're
You know,
a
the
big guy.
restaurants are, you're going to get 4 shrimp, But,
Well, you make it worthwhile.
yeah.
Well, Terry, I can't thank you enough.
Well,
Listen.
it's my pleasure to do it for you.
Chef par excellence. And we're making use of our wonderful broccoli, and what a healthy
Yes,
vegetable
yes.
it is.
The broccoli and the shrimp are the stars of this.
They are.
If you don't use broccoli, it's a whole different flavor,
Oh, okay.
.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for watching. We're going to still see what it looks like steaming out of the microwave.
Okay.
Steaming with
And
that
there it
melted
is.
mozzarella.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Thank you.
That's
See you
seafood.
next month.